Hey guys, what is up? In this video today, we're going to be talking about why Destiny 2 needs to listen to the community. Before we get into the video though, if you can drop a like and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. Believe it or not, 93% of the people that are watching this video right now are not subscribed. So if you hit that subscribe button, you get notifications every single time I upload, and it also gets us closer to that 4.5k mark that we're trying to hit. With all this said though, let's get right into the video. So if you recall, yesterday Bungie was trending on Twitter. Now this is very unusual for Destiny to trend on Twitter. It never really trends unless a new DLC comes out or something huge happens. Well, in this case, yesterday PvP community got super mad. Now yes, Bungie really needs to listen to the community more. No one is really talking about this, but Bungie has kind of not listened to us for the past year or two, I would say. They stopped making the changes that we're asking for, and the less changes that they keep making is, more people are going to leave. So if you think about it, for an example, last season, everybody was asking for a top tree Dawnblade nerf, which I could totally see why. You would get a dash every 5 seconds that sent you flying with transversive steps. That was kind of crazy. Me personally, I don't think it's too overpowered, but I think it definitely should have a bit of a nerf, but they nerfed the Hunter's Dodge instead. Now, I don't know why they nerfed the Hunter's Dodge. I am a Hunter main though, so I can't really say anything. But I don't really think that dodge was needed. I think that the nerf should have been, kept. I think that was perfectly balanced. I think the Warlock's dodge was a bit unbalanced. Let me know your guys' thoughts below about that nerf. I think that the dodge was fine. But one other thing that I really think, the community should focus on more is they aren't making any changes to PvP. All the changes that are making are dedicated to PvE. If you think about it, if they nerf a gun, it's not for PvP, it's for PvE. When they nerf 600 RPMs, a lot of people use those in PvE, right? Well, those were also really good in PvP, so that nerf affected PvP right there. Now, Bungie does say, alright, well, PvP isn't the main, PvE is the main part of this game, PvP isn't, right? So 90% of the game is PvE, and 10% is PvP. If you think about it, there are some huge streamers in the Destiny 2 community that stream, trials every single weekend, and are getting really mad. And if they leave, that can really take a big chunk out of the community and definitely hurt, Destiny's growth. I don't think that this is going to kill Destiny, but they really need to focus on the community more, because if they stop focusing on us like they have been for the last year, Destiny will go downhill, and I really don't want to see this game die. I don't think it will die anytime soon, but they really need to focus, and this is brought to my attention by it trending on Twitter, as this is a huge deal. The community is extremely mad about these changes not happening. The Stasis nerf, why is there no nerfs for Stasis yet, right? The Shatter Dive, that is overpowered. As a Hunter main, I will admit that the Hunter combo with the Glacier Nade and the Shatter Dive is really overpowered. I really think that for the nerf, right? Let me know your guys' thoughts below on what they should do to nerf, Stasis overall. I think for the Hunter, they really need to to balance it by maybe making it so that you have to hit the opponent directly with that Glacier Nade, and then you have to Shatter Dive it. So you can only pretty much one tap, right, when you Shatter Dive, and they're froze. So there's no radius on it, which I think would be a really good nerf, and a lot of people would probably move to the Dusk Field. Now, if you think about it, Bungie is for, the whole reason why they implemented sunsetting is because they're for different people using, they're meant. The guns that were sunset are because too many people were using them, right? So they really want to maybe push, out so that more people are not using the same thing. Everybody that I play against is using Stasis in Trials, or, just even PvE. I don't think Stasis is too big of a deal in PvE, but PvP, it's a major thing. I am playing some Trials gameplay in the background. As you can see, everybody is using Stasis besides the 2 top tree Dawnblades, but that's a understandable thing because top tree Dawnblade is really good for the Warlock, and the Super is actually fairly decent, and you can counter Stasis because you're in the air. But other than that, Bungie really needs to make some major changes to Stasis. It's really affecting the PvP side of this game, and people are getting very irritated with it, and I could totally see why. It's so unbalanced, and they need to really listen to their community because it's getting extremely frustrating. I'm not going to quit Destiny no matter what. I love this game. I think it's great, but I will never quit. This game is probably honestly one of my favorite games no matter what Bungie does, but I really think that they need to focus on the, PvP side of the community right now. They've done everything, in PvP that needs to be done, but the PvP changes are just so, nothing's being done. All the changes are pretty much PvE, and that's the thing that Bungie doesn't realize, I don't think. They really need to focus on two sides of this community. And the nerfs, I feel like I wouldn't really mind if my weapon, my favorite weapon, let's say, for an example, the iKilos SMG, right? That SMG, let's say it gets nerfed in PvE. So let's say, hypothetically, Bungie splits the sides, right? So let's say there's a bubble of the PvE community and a bubble of the PvP community, right? Let's say they nerf, the iKilos SMG, right? So that would be, it wouldn't be as good as what it is in PvP. I wouldn't, I wouldn't mind that, to be honest. I think that they need to do that. I think they need to nerf things in the different sections of this game, if you think about it, because all the nerfs that they are making just are affecting one or another, right? So let's say they nerf something in PvP, that affects PvE, right? And the other way around. They really need to realize that one nerf can hurt the other thing in this game, and they're not really realizing that. But I like this game no matter what, but they just really need to focus more on the PvP side of this game and what their changes are doing and how it's affecting, PvE and PvP itself. Don't get me wrong, 90% of this game is definitely PvE, but PvP is a thing in the game and it still should be focused on. Like, it's a big thing. A lot of streamers are playing it. Like, majority of the streamers actually are playing PvP. Me personally, I don't really like PvP. Let me know your guys' thoughts below on these changes and my opinions. I want to get all your guys' thoughts below. Let's try to keep the comment section really positive. I don't like to make these type of videos, but it just really caught my eye and I decided to make a video on this, as this is a huge topic, and considering this is the first time in a while that Destiny 2 has been trending on Twitter. I think it was trending when Beyond Light came out as well, but that's because a new thing of content has came out. Destiny has never trended in the middle of a season, especially a season like this that is really dry with no new content. Usually Destiny is very rare to trend, and I'm really shocked, to see that people are actually, saying things and, speaking out, which is really great. I hope Bungie sees some of these content creators' videos, as well as, just listens to the community and does what they're asking for, because I really think if they were to do that, it would make Destiny such a better game. It's already in a great state, but it could be in such a better state, and I really think Bungie could do it, but they're kind of just not really realizing that, and I really think that they need to focus more on both sides of this game, because this game is such a big game, right? It's been around for almost 8 years now, right? So they really got to focus, because they don't want to have this game just die off, right? And I think this game won't die off anytime soon, but it's very important that they're listening to their community. There's other games that have went downhill, and I really don't want to see Destiny go down like this. I think that this is a great game and they really got to keep it going, but paying attention to the community is such a big deal to keep this game going the way it was before. If you look back at Destiny 1, they made every single change almost that the community wanted. Now, I'm not expecting Bungie to make every single small change that the community wants, as if they were to do that a day later, there'd be more and more issues, so they can't really fix every single small issue in this game. But just to even, have a update where you just fix, a little bit of these bugs, it's going to make the community so much more happier. If you nerf Stasis, everyone will be so much more happier. Don't get me wrong, I think Stasis is really cool, but it's very overpowered. Like always though, if you guys enjoyed this video or just found it helpful, drop a like, subscribe, peace. Thanks for watching.